everyone. Welcome back to Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie. And okay, before we do anything else, I need to tell you something that happened to me this week.
Oh, this sounds interesting.
So I sent a very important message to a colleague on Monday, and I waited, and by Wednesday, still nothing. So I said to someone, "She hasn't answered me." And they said, "Do you mean she hasn't replied, or she hasn't responded, or she hasn't reacted?" And I stood there thinking, wait, are those different?
And that's exactly today's episode.
Exactly, because I genuinely didn't know which one was right. And it turns out all four are slightly different from each other in really important ways.
So today we're covering answer, reply, respond, and react.
4 words, 1 world of communication. Let's get into it.
Answer. So this one is probably the first word you learned for this idea. Like, it's the most basic and familiar of today's 4.
Word. An answer has a really specific and really important quality. Like it's almost always connected to a direct question or a direct call, something that was specifically asked or specifically signaled, and you respond to it.
Like, can you answer the phone? Meaning the phone is ringing. It's making a specific signal. Please respond to that signal. Answer it.
Or she didn't answer my question, meaning I asked something specific and she didn't address it. She didn't answer.
And that connection to a specific question or signal is really the heart of answer. Like, answer needs something to answer to. A question, a call, a knock at the door.
And answer the door is such a natural phrase, like, can someone answer the door? Meaning someone is knocking or ringing. There's a signal. Please respond to it. Answer the door.
And you can't really reply the door or respond the door or react the door. Those don't work. Answer is the only one that fits for calls and doors.
Right. Reacting the door sounds like something very dramatic is happening.
Like the door did something offensive and you're reacting to the door personally.
You and the door have unresolved issues.
Every time. And answer also works as a noun really naturally. Like, I'm waiting for your answer, meaning I asked you something and I need your response to that specific thing, your answer.
And the answer to a question or a problem is so common, like, what's the answer to this problem? Or I finally found the answer, meaning the solution, the correct response to what was asked.
And answer for is a really important phrase, like he'll have to answer for what he did, meaning he'll be held accountable. He'll have to explain or justify his actions. He'll answer for them.
And that phrase carries such weight, like answer for your actions is almost like a reckoning, like something is coming and you'll have to face it.
And answer back is a really interesting phrase. Like in British English, answering back means being rude or cheeky in response. Like, don't answer back, said from a parent to a child, meaning don't be disrespectful in your response.
Very British, very specific. And I don't have an answer for that is such a natural, honest thing to say. Like, sometimes you just don't have the answer, and saying so is completely fine.
And answer sheet is something every student knows, like the paper where you write your answers to specific questions, an answer sheet.
And there's no easy answer is such a common phrase in any complex discussion. Like, I know you want a clear solution, but there's no easy answer, meaning this is complicated and no single response addresses everything.
So answer is specifically connected to a direct question or signal, works for phones, doors, questions, and problems, and lives in answer the door, answer for, answer back, and there's no easy answer. Okay, expression 2, reply. And this one is really interesting because it's more specific than answer in a particular way.
So the core of reply is responding to something someone said or wrote, like communication going back in the direction it came from. Like, she replied to my email, meaning I sent something, she received it and sent something back in the same channel. She replied.
And that going back quality is really important. Like, reply almost always involves a two-way exchange. like you said something or wrote something and the other person sends something back to you, a reply.
And this is where reply and answer overlap but are slightly different. Like you can answer a question, which is about addressing the content of what was asked, but you reply to a message, which is about the communication going back.
Like, she answered my question, means she addressed what I asked, she gave me the information I needed. But she replied to my message, means she sent something back to me. The direction of communication was returned.
And reply is so much used in digital communication, like, I'll reply to your email this afternoon, or did she reply to your text? Or reply all in an email chain.
Reply all, the most dangerous button in professional email.
Someone sent a personal message to the entire company, and everyone pretends not to have read it while obviously having read every word.
Every single word, twice. And in reply to is such a formal and useful phrase. Like, in reply to your question, it's how you start a formal response to something specific.
And await your reply or look forward to your reply is how you end a formal email. Like, please confirm at your earliest convenience. I look forward to your reply.
The most formal and polite way to say, please write back as soon as possible.
Exactly. And no reply is such a specific and often frustrating experience. Like, I sent 3 messages and got no reply, meaning nothing came back. The communication went one way and stayed there.
And that experience of sending something and getting no reply is one of the most universal frustrations in modern communication.
Right. You send a message and then you watch for the read receipt. Did they see it? Did they read it? Why haven't they replied?
And then you start constructing entire scenarios about why they haven't replied yet.
Full dramatic narratives based on one unanswered message.
Every time. And reply as a noun is really clean, like his reply surprised everyone, or I'm still waiting for a reply. Simple, direct, the communication that came back.
So reply is about communication returning in the same direction. Something was sent and something comes back. Works for messages, emails, texts, and spoken responses, and lives in reply to, reply all, in reply to, await your reply, and no reply.
Okay, expression 3, respond. And this one is where things get a little more formal and broad.
Right. Like respond is bigger than reply and broader than answer. Like it covers any kind of reaction or action taken in response to something. Not just words, not just messages going back, but any response to anything.
Like, the doctor responded quickly, meaning she took action in response to the situation. She didn't just say something, she did something. She responded.
And that's such a key distinction. Like respond doesn't always mean using words. Like, how did the market respond to the announcement? Meaning, what happened as a result of the announcement? What was the reaction and the action that followed? How did it respond?
And respond has this professional, formal quality. Like, it's the word you'd use in a business context, in a professional email, in any situation where you want to sound considered and appropriate. I will respond to your inquiry within 24 hours.
That's so much more professional than I'll reply to your message when I get a chance. Both are fine, but respond has that extra polish.
Right. Respond to your inquiry sounds like you have a whole team dedicated to handling communications.
Even if you're just one person sitting at a laptop in your kitchen.
Same energy, very different reality. And respond to treatment is such an important medical phrase. Like, she's responding well to the treatment, meaning her body is reacting positively to what's being done. She is responding.
And that's such a different use. Like, you're not sending messages or answering questions. Her body is doing something in response to the medication. She's responding.
And first responder is such an important and powerful term. Like, the first responders arrived within minutes. meaning the emergency services who respond first to a crisis, the first responders.
And that term carries such respect, like those are the people who run towards what everyone else is running away from. First responders.
It really does. And response rate is huge in marketing and in research. Like, what was the response rate to the survey? Meaning, what percentage of people actually responded, gave their reaction or answer to what was sent.
And positive response and negative response are used in so many professional contexts. Like we got an overwhelmingly positive response to the campaign, meaning people reacted well, the feedback, the reaction, the overall response was positive.
And response time is really important in customer service. Like, our average response time is 4 hours, meaning that's how long before you take action or communicate back, your response time.
And in response to is such a formal and common phrase, like in response to your feedback, or in response to the situation, meaning this is what I'm doing or saying because of what happened or what was communicated.
So, respond is the broadest and most formal of today's 4, covers any action or reaction to something, not just words. Works for professional communication, medical situations, and market reactions, and lives in respond to, first responder, response time, response rate, and in response to. Okay, last one, react. And this one is really different from the other 3 in a really important way. So the core of react is an immediate, often involuntary response to something. Like, you didn't plan it, you didn't think it through. Something happened and your response just came out. Immediately. You reacted.
Right, like answer, reply, respond, all involve some level of choosing to communicate back. But react often happens before you've even decided to do anything. It just happens.
Like, she reacted with shock, meaning when she heard the news, her immediate response was shock. She didn't plan it, it just came out. She reacted.
And react is often about emotion or instinct. Like, he reacted badly to the criticism, meaning his immediate instinctive reaction was not good. He didn't handle it well. He reacted badly.
And the difference between react and respond is actually a famous distinction in psychology. Like, reacting is instinctive, emotional, immediate, but responding is considered deliberate, thoughtful.
Like, there's this idea that between what happens to you and what you do next, there's a space. And in that space, you have a choice. If you use that space, you respond. If you skip that space, you react.
That's genuinely one of the most useful distinctions in understanding human behavior.
Right, and in everyday life, we all know the difference. Like, there are moments where someone says something and you react immediately, before you've even thought. And later you think, I should have responded, not reacted.
We've all been there. Like, your mouth moved faster than your brain, and now you're dealing with the consequences.
Every time. And overreact is such a common phrase. Like, I think I overreacted, meaning my reaction was bigger than the situation warranted. I overreacted.
And stop overreacting is one of those phrases that almost never helps the situation.
Like saying calm down to someone who is upset.
The least calming thing you can say to anyone ever.
Not single time.
Not a single time. And reaction as a noun is used constantly, like, what was her reaction? Or the reaction from the public was overwhelming. Or in science, a chemical reaction, meaning something happened as a result of 2 things interacting.
And gut reaction is such a vivid phrase. Like, my gut reaction was to say no, meaning my immediate instinctive feeling before I thought about it. My gut reaction.
And gut reaction is almost always presented as more trustworthy than overthinking. Like, trust your gut reaction, because it comes from somewhere deeper than conscious thought.
And chain reaction is such a powerful concept. Like one small change caused a chain reaction, meaning one thing triggered another, which triggered another, which triggered another. A chain reaction.
And reaction time is used in sports, in science, in driving. Like, his reaction time is incredibly fast, meaning the time between something happening and his body responding, his reaction time.
And emoji reactions, or just reactions on social media, have become their own language. Like, you can now react to a message with a heart, or a thumbs up, or a laughing face, without saying a single word.
Reacting without even using language.
The most efficient form of communication ever invented.
Sometimes a heart emoji is all the response anyone needs.
So react is immediate, often instinctive, often emotional, happens before you've decided to respond, works for emotional reactions, physical reactions, chemical reactions, and social media, and lives in overreact, gut reaction, chain reaction, reaction time, and those little emoji reactions.
Okay, role play time.
Yes. So, the scenario is two colleagues, Nina and Josh, talking about a meeting that just happened, and it sounds like it was eventful.
Perfect. I love a post-meeting debrief. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Josh, I need to hear everything about that meeting.
Where do I start? So basically, the director made the announcement about the restructuring.
And how did everyone react?
Well, immediately, like the second he finished speaking, Marcus reacted really badly.
Oh no, what happened?
He just reacted before he'd even thought. Like he said something he definitely shouldn't have said in a room full of senior people.
What did he say?
He said, "With all due respect, that's a terrible idea."
Oh, Josh.
I know. And the director just stared at him and then said, "I'll respond to that in a moment," which felt very ominous.
I'll respond to that in a moment is basically, you're in trouble, but I'm going to deal with you calmly.
Exactly that energy. And then he answered all the other questions first. Like people put their hands up and he answered each one very methodically before coming back to Marcus.
That is the most terrifying meeting dynamic I can imagine.
It was intense. And then he turned to Marcus and said, "Now, in response to your comment earlier."
What did he say? He was actually really measured. He said, "I understand you reacted strongly because this affects you, but I'd encourage you to respond rather than react going forward." That's actually a really powerful thing to say in a meeting.
Right? And Marcus, to his credit, didn't react badly to that either. He just said, "I appreciate you responding to that directly."
Okay, that's actually quite mature. Did anyone else reply to the restructuring news?
A few people replied in the meeting with questions, and then the director said he'd answer any further questions by email.
Have people started replying to that yet?
A few. I replied this afternoon with 3 questions.
What did you ask?
I asked about timelines, job security, and whether we'd have a chance to respond formally to the proposal before it's finalized.
Those are really smart questions. Has he answered any of them?
Not yet. He said he'll respond to all queries by end of week.
Okay, well, at least he's being professional about it. How are you feeling about the whole thing?
Honestly, my gut reaction was panic. Like I reacted emotionally when I first heard it. But now I'm trying to respond more calmly, look at the facts, think it through, not just react.
That's really self-aware of you.
I'm trying. It doesn't always work, but I'm trying.
There it is, all 4 words woven through one very real post-meeting conversation.
Did you catch them all?
How did everyone react? Immediate, instinctive response to the announcement. Marcus reacted badly. His immediate emotional response was negative. I'll respond to that in a moment. Deliberate, considered response being signaled.
He answered all the other questions directly, addressing specific things asked of him. In response to your comment, formal, deliberate acknowledgement. You reacted strongly. Your instinctive response was intense.
Respond rather than react. The key distinction, deliberate versus instinctive. Responding to that directly, addressing something with consideration. Did anyone else reply to the news? Send something back in the same channel.
Replied in the meeting, sent responses back in the conversation. Answer any further questions. Address specific things asked of him. I replied this afternoon, sent something back in the same channel. Has he answered any of them? Addressed specific questions.
Respond to all queries. Formal, deliberate responses to all communications. My gut reaction was panic, immediate instinctive feeling. I reacted emotionally, responded without thinking, instinctively. Respond more calmly. Choose a deliberate, considered response. Not just react. Don't let instinct drive everything.
All 4 words, used naturally multiple times in one completely real office conversation.
And that meeting sounds exhausting.
Every meeting has a Marcus.
Every single one. Okay, quick quiz time.
Let's go.
Listeners, fill in the blank with the right word. Answer, reply, respond, or react. Ready?
Sentence 1. Can someone please blank the phone? I'm busy.
Answer. Answer the phone. There's a specific signal, the phone ringing. You address that signal. You answer it.
Sentence 2. She blanked to the medication really well.
Responded. She responded to the medication. Her body took action in response to what was given. Works for medical situations. Reacted would also work here, but responded well has a more positive clinical feeling.
Sentence 3. I can't believe he blanked like that in front of everyone.
Reacted. I can't believe he reacted like that. Immediate, instinctive, emotional response, often negative connotation when the reaction was inappropriate.
Sentence 4. I'll blank to your email first thing tomorrow.
Reply or respond. Both work here. Replied to your email is slightly more casual, communication going back. Respond to your email is slightly more formal, deliberate action.
And both equally frustrating.
Deeply frustrating.
Sentence 6. The crowd blanked with silence when the results were announced.
Reacted. The crowd reacted with silence. Immediate, collective, instinctive response to something that happened.
Sentence 7. In blank to your complaint, we'd like to offer you a full refund.
Response. In response to your complaint. Formal, deliberate. In reply to would also work, but in response to is slightly more formal and professional.
Sentence 8. She had to blank some difficult questions in the interview.
Answer. She had to answer difficult questions. Specific questions were asked. She addressed them. She answered them.
Sentence 9. Stop blank and think before you speak.
Reacting. Stop reacting. Overreacting instinctively without thought. The instruction is use the space between what happens and what you do.
And last one, sentence 10. The company failed to blank to customer complaints in a timely manner.
Respond. Failed to respond. Formal, professional context about action and communication, not just words going back. They failed to take the appropriate, considered action.
Listeners, how did you do? Drop your answers in the comments. We genuinely love reading them.
Every single one. Okay, let's bring it home. Today's 4 words. Answer.
Directly addressing a specific question or signal. A phone, a door, a direct question.
Something specific was asked or signaled and you address it.
And lives in answer the door, answer for, answer back, and there's no easy answer.
Reply.
Communication going back in the same direction. Something was sent and something comes back. Most common in digital communication. Messages, emails, texts.
And lives in reply to, reply all, in reply to, await your reply, and no reply.
Respond. The broadest and most formal of today's 4 words. Any action or reaction taken in response to something, not just words. Works for professional communication, medical situations, and market reactions.
And lives in respond to, first responder, response time, and in response to.
React, immediate, often instinctive, often emotional, happens before you've consciously chosen to do something, the opposite of a considered response.
And lives in overreact, gut reaction, chain reaction, and reaction time. 4 words, one world of communication.
And the thing I love most about today's is that distinction between react and respond. Like, that's not just a grammar lesson. That's actually really useful life advice.
It really is. Like, choosing to respond rather than react changes conversations, changes relationships, changes outcomes.
It really does. Okay, getting philosophical again.
Every week.
Every single week.
Okay, before we go, your challenge this week.
Pick 2 of today's 4 words.
Just 2.
And this week, I want you to notice something specific.
Yes. Notice the next time you react to something instead of responding.
Like, catch that moment where the instinct kicks in and ask yourself, did I want to react or did I want to respond?
And come tell us in the comments. We genuinely love hearing those moments.
And if someone doesn't answer your messages this week,
Which will happen.
it will. Try not to react.
Respond calmly and maturely.
Unlike some of us in certain meetings this week.
No names.
No names. If today helped you, hit that like button.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
New episodes every week, real English, real conversations.
Share this with someone who you think would react well to today's episode.
Or better yet,